Hi Libra, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if this is your first time here. So this is going to be your love and spirituality reading for the month of January, for the rest of January. And this will be for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. And I already pulled cards for you just to save time, because I feel like shuffling takes up way too much time in the video. So I'm just going to be clarifying with my deck, but the cards are already laid out. Okay, Libra, so the Moon card comes up. Oh, before I get started, I'm also going to be doing an extended video. And in the extended video, I'm going to be giving you a 2019 tarot forecast. So I'll be telling you what energies you can expect in the year of 2019, what you can look forward to, and also some things that you should avoid. So let's jump into it. So the Moon card comes out right away, Libra, with the Knight of Cups. So I feel like some of you were dealing with someone in the past who came into your life, kind of sweet talked you or swept you off your feet, but they were kind of in and out. Like they were a bit hot and cold is what I'm feeling. You could have felt like this person was keeping some type of secrets from you, or you felt like they were very secretive. I'm getting a lot of Scorpio energy from this card, and I say that because that's the nature of people who have prominent Scorpio signs in their chart. They have a tendency to be a bit reserved or a bit closed off just a little bit. It takes them a while to open up, and they seem very mysterious, like you can't figure them out. So I feel like some of you could have been dealing with someone who had Scorpio energy, or it could just be someone who is, like I said, they're just a bit hot and cold. They don't really know what they want, so they're kind of in and out. For some of you also, you could have been dealing with someone who was a bit emotionally unavailable, because the Knight of Cups could talk about that as well. Someone who's a bit emotionally unavailable, and because of that you always feel like there's something that they're keeping from you, or you're constantly wondering how they feel about you, like they don't validate you enough. And like I said, I feel like this person could just be someone who's very closed off is what I'm seeing. So you're coming up as the Queen of Wands energy in the past. So I feel like in order for you to get over this person, you could have just started really focusing on your career or focusing on your goals, or you just decided to pick your dignity up off the floor and move forward with it. Because Libras are a sign that a lot of people kind of misconstrue, or they don't really understand Libras. Libras are like the peacemakers of the zodiac, but that doesn't mean that they sit around and allow you to mistreat them or allow you to walk all over them. Libra is one of the signs that will actually leave you quite quickly if you are displaying some type of disrespect. And that's only because, like I said, Libras are like the justice system of the zodiac, or like the peacekeepers. So they have a very keen eye for right versus wrong. So if they see that you're doing wrong, or they feel like you're doing wrong, they are going to up and leave you. Like they're not going to allow you to walk all over them. So I feel like a lot of you took on that energy and you decided to move away from the situation. You can see in the card she's kind of looking that way while the situation is behind her. So I feel like a lot of you made the conscious decision to move away from whatever that situation was. And then the Three of Swords is in the reverse. So I feel like a lot of you didn't want to feel the separation, if that makes sense. It's like you wanted to move away from it. You wanted to kind of leave it in the past, and you didn't want to go through the process of having to cry about it or deal with the pain of it. So some of you could have been suppressing the fact that you really did like this person and that they hurt you. For some of you, this person kind of triggered you in some way, and they reminded you of a past situation that you never fully dealt with or healed from, and you just did not even want to go there. Like you didn't want to reopen those old wounds. But sometimes it's very necessary to open those old wounds, because if they were not healed properly, then they are weighing on you even if you don't know it. So sometimes someone will come into our life that reminds us of a past situation, and will reawaken those feelings from the past in order for you to deal with them and to process them the right way. Also, with this Three of Swords, I feel like the person you were dealing with is someone who doesn't like feeling that heartache either. So that's why they're so flighty, they're so in and out, because they don't want to be too attached either. So they're kind of like, it's like they're afraid of getting attached, or they have some type of fear of intimacy. You could have been dealing with like a dismissive, avoidant type of person, is what I'm seeing. So in the present position, we have the Two of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords. Oh, this Nine of Swords is my least favorite card in the deck. So the Two of Pentacles to me talks about you kind of just trying to keep your head above water. Like you focusing on your work, you getting things done, you accomplishing things throughout the day. Like you're trying to live your life as normally as possible, even though this situation is still in the back of your mind. And with the Knight of Swords, it's like at nighttime the situation just hits you. Like during the daytime, you're like, okay, I'm keeping it together. I'm not breaking down and crying at work. Like keeping everything together. And then boom, nighttime hits and you are crying and upset and anxious and can't get to sleep. And that usually makes sense because usually when we go through a situation that is painful like that, it will hit us at night because that's when our mind is kind of the most clear, and that is when our emotions are going to come to the surface because there's nothing to distract us from our emotions. So yeah, I feel like some of you are just doing the best that you can to just keep it together, and you're doing a fairly good job with the Two of Pentacles being in the upright. And I just feel like the emotions are coming in waves, and I've said that in a couple of my other videos that healing comes in waves. So you know, it's like you feel like one day you're over it and everything's fine, and the next day you can't even get out of bed, and that's a normal part of the process is what I feel. And one thing I like about this Nine of Swords card that I saw someone point out before, like I really like this interpretation, is that even though this person is in bed and they're crying and they're upset, they still have a bed, they still have clothes, they still have a blanket, you know. And to me, that means that even though you're going through this rough patch or where you feel very upset and like your mind is kind of like tormenting you, what you can do is try to shift your thoughts onto the things that you still have that you are grateful for, and that will kind of shift your energy. It won't necessarily take away the pain fully, but it will definitely shift your energy and raise your vibration, because gratitude is a higher vibration than pain or anxiety. But sometimes it's hard to change your mood from hurt to happy. So you got to find kind of a middle ground, and that middle ground is gratitude. So whenever you're feeling like this, I feel like you should take out a journal or buy a journal and just really write out every night what you are grateful for and the things that are still in your life that you are grateful for, versus grieving over what has already left you in the past. I feel like that will help you with this energy. With the Lovers card coming up, this is the reason, honestly, why this person's energy is still plaguing you, because you have a very strong tie to them spiritually. So the Lovers card usually, to me, says almost like a soul tie. It's like an energetic cord that's between you two that is allowing or causing you to constantly think about them. So when your energy becomes kind of enmeshed with someone and you feel like they're a soulmate, it's difficult sometimes to get them off of your mind, because whenever they're thinking about you, your mind will start to shift and think about them. So sometimes you could be actually feeling their feelings as well. They could be feeling yours. So there's a very strong, it's like a tie that's there. And that doesn't necessarily mean that this person is who you're meant to be with forever, because I feel like there is some healing that needs to be done on both ends. For some of you, this could be someone who you know you're going to be with for a while, or who you are expecting to be with for a long time. But in order for this situation to come back together, both people would have to heal and raise their vibration and kind of start completely over as new people, if that makes sense. It's like the relationship has to start on a new foot. And that's why a lot of times these soulmate relationships or these kind of dysfunctional sort of relationships, they never end up going to a place where it's a life partnership, because it takes a lot of work and energy to heal yourself in order for you to even come back together. So a lot of you are willing to do the work to heal yourself, obviously, because you're watching tarot readings. Usually that means that you are dedicated to your spiritual path or to healing yourself. But now it's like, is the other person willing to do that? Is the other person willing to face their pain and to heal and to change? And if they are not, then the union will not come together. And usually though, if you are dedicated to your own growth and your own healing, you'll end up meeting someone else anyway who kind of like matches your energy. So I'm gonna pull one more for that. For some of you, you're needing to balance your feminine and masculine energy, meaning that you're needing to take action. So if you have been getting any type of ideas, like intuitive ideas, creative ideas, you are needing to take action on them and stop putting them off. because I feel like you are definitely getting a lot of guidance about what to do with your life or about your path. And some of you are just allowing those ideas to come and go, but you're not acting on them. So you're definitely needing to act on whatever your intuition has been giving you ideas about. Let me pull one more. You know, the Seven of Swords. I don't like this card. Okay, the Seven of Swords is here. You know, the Seven of Swords talks about deceit or someone being kind of deceitful or sneaky. I feel like, again, the Moon card's here, the Seven of Swords here. I just feel like this person... I'm gonna pull one more. I feel like the person that you were dealing with was just someone who... like, they are not showing you fully who they are. They're not showing their true self. They're afraid of being vulnerable. They're afraid of opening up. For some of you, this person actually did betray you, or you're dealing with someone who you feel like is betraying you currently. Let me slow down. But the good thing is that the Devil card comes up in the reverse. So that means that you don't have too much of a toxic tie to this person. I feel like there was some toxic energy possibly before because of the back and forth, but I feel like that energy is falling away, so that's a good thing. But I just don't like this Seven of Swords, because this could talk about that either that person was deceitful, and you would know this. I'm not saying this as a new information. If you hear this, you would know this already, that this person has been deceitful. Or you could be deceiving yourself in some way, meaning that you still are not willing to see the situation for exactly what it is, because the Seven of Swords can mean kind of like being in denial possibly. So be very careful of that. And it's easy to be in denial about someone who you have such a strong connection with, or someone who like you feel that spiritual connection with. It's very easy to kind of trick ourselves and lie to ourselves about them and want them to be a good person and want them to be someone that matches up with us. But sometimes that's just not the case. And I feel like right now is the perfect opportunity for you to reflect on the situation, because the Devil card, like I said, is in the reverse. So that means that there is no toxic energy that is going to be like clouding your judgment. Now is the right time for you to kind of sit down and really review what went on, so then you can let that energy kind of fall away and give yourself that closure. So the energy that's coming in for you, the Page of Cups in the reverse, the Eight of Wands, and the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, so the Page of Cups in the reverse and the Eight of Wands, that lets me know that this person could possibly be trying to contact you or communicate with you in some way in the near future. It's kind of childish communication though, because with the Page of Cups, it's like someone who they are not still willing to open up. It's not like a message where they're like, oh, you know, I've decided that I love you and I want to be with you forever. It's like someone who still is not willing to be vulnerable or be open. The Knight of Cups in the reverse, the Page of Cups is in the reverse. So if you get a message like that from someone who has just not been doing right, or who is not emotionally expressive, or who's just still being very childish with their emotions, you just might want to consider ignoring that, because I just feel like it's going to pull you back into a dark kind of space, or pull you back energetically. And sorry if this reading sounds negative, because I usually like to set the intention that, you know, positive guidance comes through these readings, but I'm just telling you what I kind of see on the board here. But the good thing though is that you are, in the near future, you're coming out of the cold, so you no longer feel abandoned or neglected or anything like that. So there definitely is emotional balance and healing that is coming your way. Just be kind of careful. Like I said, if you get a message from this person, really sit and review what has went on and make a decision based off of logic and not based off of just the way that you feel or the emotions that you have towards them. For those of you who are not in a romantic relationship, this could very well be that you're going to get some type of message or news about a career or something that has to do with money, because the Five of Pentacles in reverse could talk about you having money problems, but then something comes through that's going to help you with that or change the course of that. So if you apply for a job or something that you're waiting on, you could get news or information about that in the near future. So that is a good thing. So is that it? I think that's it. For some of you, in the Libra reading, I think, was it like 2 months ago, I was saying that there's a blessing that's coming your way, and I feel like for some of you, if you have left this person in the past, or you have kind of gotten rid of that energy, for a certain group of you, you might have met someone new, and you might be coming to find that this person is more on your level, and they help to kind of balance you out, is what I'm seeing with the Temperance card being here. But still take that slow and get to know that person on, like, in a way that's very that you're taking it slowly, that you're not just jumping right into it. And I feel like I said, some of you, if you have removed that past energy from your life, if you've met someone new, this could be somebody who's going to play a significant role in your life, with the Lovers card being here. Okay, too many messages. I feel like this is going to get confusing. Okay, so that is it, Libra, and I'm going to do your 2019 energy spread on Vimeo, so I will leave the link to that down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys over on Vimeo. Bye.